fellow nerds, today I'm going to be going through the absolute basics of combat in State of Decay 2, beginning with melee weapons. To start off with, I'm going to show you how to fight with your equipped melee weapon. This requires you to have some type of weapon equipped in this slot here. There are 3 different types of weapons you can have in this slot. These weapon types are either heavy, bladed or blunt. You can pause the video now to see the pros and cons of each weapon type. Bearing in mind, these aren't all the pros and cons of each weapon type, they're just the basics for if you're trying to choose your weapon as a beginner. If you're already fairly confident with weapons in State of Decay, you might want to pick one that better suits your playstyle. You can see what type of weapon yours is by checking the tab on your inventory. Right, now let's get on to actually fighting a zombie. To perform a hit on a zombie, approach them and press X once. You can chain these together by pressing X multiple times. This is the most basic form of combat you'll find in State of Decay. Now, after you've had a bit of practice killing a few zombies, you might notice that they actually hit you back, a surprise to absolutely no one. To dodge a zombie attack, you can press the B button while standing still, or you can dodge in a certain direction by pressing B and moving the left stick at the same time. Using a directional dodge, you can actually move through basic zombies. This leaves their back exposed. That leads us nicely onto grappling. When you're able to grapple a zombie, a red and white marker will appear above their head. Grappling allows you to take control of a zombie to either execute or throw them. To perform a grapple, press RT when the icon appears. To hold the zombies, continue to hold RT for as long as you want, but bear in mind this will drain your stamina. From this position, you can turn and move around with the zombie, and to throw the zombie you can press A whilst holding RT at the same time. This can be used to knock down hordes, making it good for crowd control, or just giving you a breather if you're running out of stamina. Alternatively, you can press X while grappling a zombie in order to execute them. When dealing with zombies that are knocked over or crawlers, you can grapple them from any position. This also means that grabbing and throwing them is an option. The next technique we're going to look at is kicking, and this can be done by approaching a zombie and pressing the A button. Kicking is good for stunning zombies and creating space for you to regain stamina during fights. In State of Decay 2, you'll have to consider how much noise you're making, as making too much noise can alert other zombies to your location. The forms of combat that I've shown you already will often alert other zombies to where you are. You can see a visual representation of how much noise you're making by looking at your minimap in the bottom left. Sound is represented by the white circles that show how big the area you're affecting is. Actions such as fighting, climbing and running will alert zombies to your location. You can reduce your sound signature by moving while crouched. To do this, hold the B button until your character squats. This allows you to move without being detected by a zombie, unless they see you. When approaching zombies that are unaware of your presence, you can use grapples to take them down. When using grapples in stealth mode, you don't make any noise. This prevents nearby zombies from hearing you. You can move faster while crouched by repeatedly holding B. This allows you to close the gap between zombies faster and allows for easier takedowns. When you combine all the tips I've showed you in this video, you can come out with something looking like this.
I'm out of gas.
Thanks for watching this video on condensed tips and tricks. If you've learnt anything new, please like and subscribe. I hope to be putting out more of this type of content, taking a look at all the different aspects of State of Decay 2, ranging from managing your community to dealing with plague hearts. I've also recently finished a series called Knives Only Challenge, in which I took on all of the plague hearts in Nightmare Zone with just a knife and no respect for my own time. If you have any more suggestions for videos, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. So take care and I'll see you next time.